welcome to Cigarreel. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the common cigar burning issues. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the common cigar burning issues. That's on today's Cigarreel. I am Mike. I'm smoking the Cigarreel 13 70x7. You all know that's my favorite #1 cigar. Hopefully comment down below on what you're smoking while you're watching this video, and also comment down below on what you think the common cigar burning issues you face while you're smoking a cigar, because in today's episode we're going to talk about the common cigar burning issues, and any of these 5 that I talk about. If you have issues with that, leave your story in the comment down below. We'd like to hear it. Before we get into today's topic, today's episode, make sure you hit that Cashapp, which is $cigarreelmm. Make sure you share, follow, and hit that thumbs up, because every time you hit that thumbs up, it helps out the Cigarreel family and it helps out these videos. Well, I'm smoking the Cigarreel 13 70x7, and oh yes, we are in Season 2. If you haven't already noticed, Season 2 is kicked out and it's underway. So hopefully your guys comment down below on what you think of Season 2 thus far. And when we come back, we're going to get into the first cigar common burning issues when we come back. To the first one. The first one is called canoeing. So before we get into canoeing, the term canoe refers to a phenomenon that occurs when one side of the cigar, as you see in the picture, rushes along and burns faster than the other. If the smoker is unaware it's happening or slow to react, the cigar eventually will split into 2. What's left looks like a canoe type shape. Now you understand the term. So here's a few things about canoeing, since you understand the term of canoeing. Tunneling and cigar canoeing are not the same. It's worth not knowing that canoeing is not the same as tunneling. Tunneling occurs when you establish a cigar outer layers, which we'll talk about that. But in this side, it continues to burn. The steps to prevent cigar canoeing is storing your cigars right in an ideal starting point for preventing problems like canoeing and tunneling and other issues we're talking about in this episode. That means owning a humidor and ensuring it's plenty of air circulation and at the right humidification. Airflow is the reason why cigars tend to dry out faster on side or the other. That's a leading cause of many issues that wreck the smoking expenses. Investment in a humidor is used in a right way to avoid quite a few related problems. So what do you do to fix a canoeing problem? If you're experienced canoeing, there are a few practical tricks you can try to recover from the trouble and finish your smoking as a victor. Take a break. Simply put the cigar down, let it do its natural thing, and just, take a break. Or lick your fingers and try again. Or you could just try to relight your cigar, cut the ash, relight it. Some people blow in their cigar. It helps straighten it out a little bit. But those are a few ways you can fix cigar canoeing and even tunneling. And when we come back, we're getting into the second cigar burn issue. When we come back, this is Cigarreel. Is if your cigar is flaky, this might mean you are smoking a short filler and it becomes a nuisance, since the ash will most likely break off consistently. Also, if the cigar splits in the middle, this usually means the middle is not keeping pace with the perimeter of the cigar, which you see the diagram next to me. That could be a very serious problem. When you have that, Cigar splitting can be fixed if you light the cigar, if you try to put the cigar down, but I would recommend just cutting that cigar and then trying to relight it, trying maybe to blow into it, but that is cigar splitting. And when we come back, we're going to tackle the next cigar burn issue when we come back. This is Cigarreel. Welcome back to Cigarreel. I am Mike. We just covered a few of cigar smoking issues we face as cigar smokers when we're lighting a cigar. The next one's going to be the moose burn. The next cigar burn issue when we come back. This is Cigarreel. Welcome back to Cigarreel. I am Mike. We just covered a few of cigar smoking issues we face as cigar smokers when we're lighting a cigar. The next one's going to be the moose burn. The moose holes burn is typically caused by a pocket or tunnel in the filler tobacco on one side of your cigar, which makes it easily burn really fast, and the other side is hardly burning at all, as you see in the picture that I've displayed. The first common feature of a moose hole burn is a small blackened circle in the side of the wrapper above the burn line, as you can tell by the diagram. That doesn't happen commonly or nearly as much as common. I've never had one of those issues before, but you may have by smoking one of your cigars and dealing with this type of burn where it's caused by the pocket or the tunnel and the filler tobacco, which burns up one side of the cigar, underneath by the veins or what have you. So that's easily fixed, as I mentioned before. Cut it, relight it, blow into it, and that will normally solve any burning problem issues you may have. And we'll be right back after this. This is Cigarreel, which is in the picture next to me. Runs. This is something that can just happen out of nowhere. But it's not a big deal. A run is when the burn line of your cigar starts acting like a fuse in the picture you see next to me, which may be due to tiny veins in the tobacco leaf. Now, to fix this problem, just simply apply a little moisture to the area of the wrapper that is right bending the run. You can use spit if you want to use this to allow the cigar to ability to catch up with the slower down the run. None of these problems are the end of the world, just inconveniences as a cigar smoker. The good news, almost every situation has a fix. Remember that. Has a fix. As long as you know what to do, you can sit back and forget all about your troubles while smoking a relaxing and flavorful cigar. And when we come back, we're going to tackle